Hello, everybody. Today is May 23rd, 2020, which means hi from quarantine. Um, so this will probably be my last video because I feel like I'm about 95% healed. And it's been about 10 months since I did the previous video. So I thought I'd just update you. After the last video, I kind of stayed steady at about, I guess, 80. I felt about 80% healed for about 6 months, and I did some small things to start, just little improvements. I had to change my diet a little bit. I figured out like the way I want to eat ethically is not the way my body needs me to eat. And I'm not going to say specific foods because everybody's different, but just look up foods that your brain needs to heal, and do your own research on that. So I had to change my diet a little bit, but I think the biggest thing like that helped me make this jump to 95% was I did EMDR trauma therapy, which is the eye movement desensitization, and it was amazing. Like, if any of you are suffering from PTSD, I highly recommend that. It was a real breakthrough for me. And it only took like 3 sessions, and I've felt so much improvement from that therapy. So from there, I was able to start, I've been working out the last like 10 months very lightly, very carefully, and I haven't had any setbacks. In fact, I can now walk my dogs. I walk about 2 miles a day, which makes my dogs and me happy. And I got a Fitbit, and I had to be really careful, like for you guys who are the type A personalities that usually end up with ME. You have to be really careful not to push yourselves and try to be perfectionists. So what I use it for is to keep myself in check, like keep myself around 7,000 steps, because at that point, that's enough for me to be able to walk the dogs at night, do a little bit of yoga in the daytime or swimming, whatever, do the housework, like go grocery shopping if I need to. Of course, I don't do that right now. I still am able to, use my brain, which uses a lot of energy. That was another major breakthrough, another realization. Your brain uses so much more energy than your body. So I had gone back to working and writing 3 or 4 hours a day and reading at night, and I could do it, but trying to add the physical stuff to it too was, I was using more energy than I was creating. So I actually stopped writing and stopped reading for a couple months, and just it made a huge difference in how much I could exercise. And that's when I started, like between that and the EDMR, yeah, I think that's the way. Between those two things, like I really had this breakthrough to the next level and feel like if I stay here, I'm perfectly happy. The problem is, after you haven't been able to exercise for 6 years, you don't know whether it's normal, like what you're doing is normal, and how tired you get afterwards is normal. Like, I actually went out and worked in the yard for the first time in 6 years. For 2 hours, I dug up weeds and planted things, and like it just felt amazing. It was out in the Florida heat, and I didn't feel like I crashed afterwards, but I was tired. Like, my muscles hurt for a couple of days. I was a little bit more fatigued, and it's really hard. Like, is that still me healing, or is that just a 50-some-year-old woman that did something for 2 hours that she hasn't been able to do? I'm still trying to figure that out. And I was never like, I did a lot. I was very active before I got sick, but I didn't have a lot of stamina. Even when I do I do a kickboxing class or ride my bike or whatever, I think I would be more tired than normal people. But I always push myself, which, that's what we do. So what else? So I'm really happy with where I'm at. You know, I can pretty much, I wouldn't go to Disney right now and walk around all day. But that's a goal. Like I can see that now. I can see that as a possibility. Um, I'm, I don't know. I'm just really like happy with my progress and the things I've learned on this journey. And I think that's really it. Like if you have any questions, you know, let me know. I really wish the best for all you guys still on this journey, and you know, just don't give up. You can get there. It's possible, and it's just keep the faith and the gratitude, and let me know how you're doing.